Hi everyone, and welcome back to my platform in the beautiful month of May. And I hope you're doing well. Of course, 2024, right? Very important year for us also, who came here to embody the cosmic energies, who are on that Christos mission, who came here to make the change, who are the star seeds or indigo warriors, the volunteer souls, right? Because the cosmic wheel or the wheel of karma is turning, right? From karma, we're going into dharma, so where everything has to be reconciled, seen for what it is. And those who are training dark arts, we're the system busters and renegades, the spiritual warriors, the defender of truth and divine justice, and also having this direct connection to Holy Father, Holy Mother, right? We came here to analyze all the darkness, actually, plunge into the underworld, right? To understand what's been happening. Now things are transpiring, right? How those negative ones operate, how they really invaded the system, and of course humanity, right? The DNA, the consciousness, the whole kind of MK Ultra propaganda, right? And the psychological warfare going on, and all these proxy wars with proxy Israel, and how the negative ego works, and how when you are injected with black goo, what it does to your light body, to your neurology, right? And all these kind of sex magic, money magic, right, the tyranny that is now kind of that is transpiring here on the surface, right? It used to be kind of hidden, or the military, their secrecy, or the secret society, their dark projects, right? So everything has to be examined, right? Everything has to be perfectly analyzed in order to be integrated back into the light, or into the light. So dark, light, right? We've been here negatively polarized and kind of invaded, this invasion, infiltration, because this used to it was supposed to be a playground, right? I mean, the planet and the life on this planet, on Earth, right? It's a stage, right? And each of us is playing their role, right? And it's time with these energies to be responsible for our action, for our manifestation, or for our thought forms, feelings, and emotions. Because with these cosmic energies, everything is amplified, and we're facing pretty much the truth, or facing the darkness. Those who are going through the dark night of the soul, that there are tools, and those who know, use those tools to transmute these energies, because those are pearls of wisdom, right? And we came here to actually expand the consciousness through polarity, but because of the invasion, infiltration from extremely high places, 10D, 11D, right? Somebody has to make those corrections. And this is what we do. We need to bring everything right side up. And we work with the Cristalla structure, right? And we work with the 12D Katara grid. Very important to understand that, guys, right? Because we are there's a split in consciousness, bifurcation or trifurcation, however you want to call it, right? So if you want to stay on the Ascension timeline, right? So this is the 12D Katara grid, compared to this kind of Saturnian based in Draco matrix, okay? So if you study sacred geometry, or if you study Platonic solids, if you study Gnostica, Esoterica, Mystica, and so on, so very important to understand that and align yourself with the law of one, align yourself with the crystal spiral, right? Let me see if I find it somewhere here. It's right here. So the crystal spiral, guys, make sure the 45-degree angle, the perfect, so differentiate, right? I don't know if you can see it here, but you have to differentiate between the Fibonacci sequence and the crystal spiral sequence, okay? So make sure, of course, you can do it through listening to solfeggio tones, healing music for 32 hertz instead of for 40. And here, making sure you also align yourself, you understand the crystal lotus flower of life, right? The eternal source power, right? The kingdom of heaven is within. So you're inner sustained, inner directed, you're activating your crystal architecture, your crystal DNA, right? That's how you exit the phantom matrix. This is how you exit the Metatronic reversals, and this is the flower of death, daisy of death, however the elite is calling it, right? DARPA, or the Illuminati, the Cabal, and so on. And so from their so-called Kabbalistic demonology, their secret society, one world order, all this stuff. This is the Phantom Matrix. It's run by AI, right? Time to reconnect with God, with source, with all that is, 0 point, divine neutrality, right? With this. So you can liberate yourself from that 3D AI nonsense pretty much, right? This all belief system, all programming, all this mind control, sex misery, right? All these games, you know, or proxy wars with proxy Israel. This is how we are stopping it from within, right? The jihad, you know, the inner struggle, the inner conflicts needs to be resolved from within, and starts with us. So if you want a peace, you have to become peace. If you want a truth, you have to start differentiating between the frequencies of truth and of lies, right? We've been here lied, we've been here deceived, we've been here mind control, we've been here degraded and demonized and indoctrinated and so on. So it's each of us the responsibility, because remember, we are sound, right? We are sound like frequency vibrations. So start toning and doing lam, bam, ram, yam, ham, Those are bija mantras for each of your chakras. Very important, guys. Working with the chakra energies, right? Very important. Let me see. So for usually humanity, that's okay. You know, the 7 main chakras, very important. There's frequency, there's a color, there's sacred geometry. Those are portals to other dimensions. And we came here to liberate ourselves from that 3D matrix that has been negatively polarized. There's nothing wrong with first chakra, but it's been negatively polarized, right? Those who are into greed, those who are all these attachments, those who are into all this money and possessions and so on, right? There's nothing wrong with second chakra, but this all the sex games, the sex misery, and this rape and power over others is more your solar plexus, right? Now all these energies, the chakras, they are being more crystalline, they're actually aligning. So you're more of that column of light shining bright, right? Those, we embody anti-particle chakras, right? So we're dealing with 10D, 11D. So we can finally embody our 12D original divine blueprint, okay? So these are on the Christos mission. Those are the Star Seeds Indigo Warriors. I'm helping them, right? That's how I want to help my soul group who ended up in those Skull and Bones military operations. So the protection, guys, are very important. Work with the platinum light, right? What the Merkaba or the Star or David, however you want to call it, and of course holding on to that Salmon's shield or the sword of truth, okay? Very important. The Excalibur, the Solar Christ, Archangel Michael, the King Arthur. We are resurrecting all these energies. At the same time, I work with Shiva Shakti, right? Also, I work with the energies of Kali. Very important, right? Goddess Kali, slaying the negative ego, okay? So because we're dealing with demonic energies, all this demonization, all this weaponization when you join the military and you're under MIC, DARPA, the Skull and Bones, you have all kinds of interesting stuff going on into your bloodstream, the black goo, right? The kind of artificial and DNA, and then it's totally damages your bioneurology, and you have infection in your light body, and that software, right, the Nazi Neuralink, that's how they control you, manipulate you. You're hooked to the cloud of their super quantum computers, okay, and you're walking AI on the battlefield. I experience these interesting things, and how then they were damaging this body, and how the trying to recruit me into DARPA or Hydra, part of the whole kind of club, right? Secret society, the Cabal, Illuminati, because my soul group is there. Plus, my lineage, right? The Nephilim, or the black dragons, or the black magicians, the black magicians, they're in DARPA. So it's actually, this is kind of I came here for a very specific mission, very challenging. It's a karmic kind of path that I'm on, especially the military, especially AI, especially the fallen angelics, the fallen seraphim, and dealing with the hybrid Anunnaki kind of Nazi Draco faction. But some of them, right, they're all of that Pleiadian lineages, or they're part also of the family from Pleiades, or from Ashtar, and from Star Sirius, Andromeda, right? So reading energies is a must, and the time is here and right now. Like pretty much reconcile, do it all, learn it all, right? Transform all this shadow, all this darkness, nothing, no stone unturned. No stone unturned. That's why it can be intense for some people. Some people may take it with some ease and grace, because they've done the inner work, transformational work, right? They're going to, if they're going to beach, you're working with crystals. And I know I've been working on that stupa kind of this kind of my ascension column and my grid, because I want to have an ashram, right? So I've been working with this energy since January 2020, here walking on the beach, and these things are being crystallized. It's more being crystallized, right? Om Gam Ganapataya Namaha. I'm on a path of transformation, transmutation. So this is Ganesh. So I do lots of chanting and so on. So if I want to manifest something, right, you have to kind of build the momentum, the potency. For me, actually, a meditation, it's action, not only sitting in a yoga position and the integration and being in your heart and namaste and focus on breathing. There's a lots of activity, action going on in order to be stress free or stress less, and to be more concentrated, concentrated and inner directed, inner sustained, because the external world now, the material world, and all this propaganda and all these lies, and everything that is in the atmosphere and the chemtrails. And remember, we're dealing with frequency, right? Also electronic weapons, psychotronic weapons, and so on. We talk about the microwave technology, and that was the project in 1994, the Crimson all these operations, right? Or in Benghazi, Mogadishu, and all this kind of stuff, guys. It's time to be aware. That's why it's so important to study the agenda of those negative aliens. So important to study the Ascension mechanics, right? So important to study the Platonic solids, the sacred math, the sacred geometry. So important to study yourself. Yoga, right? Yamas, niyamas, right? Self-study and the moderation, walking the middle path, the yellow brick road, right? Being in your heart and loving yourself. If something comes up, that's a moment, that should be a trigger where you love yourself even more. You take care of yourself even more, right? Long, deep in-breath, inhalation, long, deep exhalation, right? Just kind of, it brings you into that kind of pause and into your heart, into your center, when you can start seeing things clearly, right? 360 clear vision. And the DNA upgrade is happening, right? We are being crystallized, and the consciousness of humanity is also being crystallized and having direct connection to God, to source, right? The angelic human ascension vehicle, guys. So very important to actually honor where you are, right? So some of us, that we are, those who are embodying here in your physical body, the 5D, that we had to do some inner work, transformational work, very important, right? Those are the star seeds. We have to embody the universal Kundalini, right? This is the inner world domain from 9D to 13D, right? We are holding also the aquamarine frequencies of the Mother Arc for transformation, transmutation, helping those souls who were extremely traumatized, or children who were abused, or their blood harvested for adrenochrome, right? We have the Mother Arc portal, right, where those souls can be healed and rejuvenated, regenerated on spacecraft, right? Because we have positive ETs helping us, right? With this liberation, with healing, with the ascension, with the transition to the next octave, harmony universe number 2, soul connection conscious expansion. So embodying the 5D in your light body, in your physical body, right? Your light body is being lighter, your physical body is being lighter, and your light body is getting more clear, right? With your chakras. This is also, we work with those who work with the Rishi consciousness, right? I have connection to Solar Rishi, like Satya Sai Baba, Mahatavar Babaji, right? We work with the universal Kundalini, and so on, right? So some of these yogis, rishis of the Himalayan mountains, they embody all these energies. And again, I'm being guided, directed to form the platform for ashram, where those guys, my soul group, right, again, drafted those terroristic organizations, or who are already hybrid. I'm also hybrid, right? We've been weaponized, we've been demonized, desecrated through all kinds of and then through frequency, through microwave. They are terrorizing us, burning our aura, energy field, and so many of these guys are being engaged in horrible activities without their informed consent, without really controlling themselves, right? Because they are being kept in extremely low frequency vibration. They've been poisoned, they've been lied to, they've been weaponized, they've been split. We talk about 2D, 4D split, all these chips, implants, right? Electronic implants. It was all done to me to be a so-called super soldier, to be assassin, to be a marine, right? Or super marine, and so on, to be part of the dark fleet, or work for the cabal, or the carrying of the agenda of those negative aliens, the whole hydra, octopus, and so on, like I've been saying. And no, thank you. We came here to actually stop the cycle, but to analyze the darkness so we can heal, right? So I'm surrounding myself with all kinds of flowers, just kind of making my own little bit space here, right? Holy Mother, Divine Mother. So this is the Virgin of Guadalupe, and things like that. So slowly and surely, and this beautiful unity consciousness, guys, the sacred geometry. And I'm all about sacred geometry, all about unity, right? And just kind of building the momentum for my project, so I can reconnect with my soul siblings, soul group. I mean, maybe for some of them, maybe kind of embarrassing, I don't know, but more guilt, blame, and shame. We came here to experience all kinds of things, and it's time to be brave, of course, and still the Aries energies, even though it's May on that galactic spectrum, we're still in the fiery energies of Aries, right? Which is the Mars energy, a spiritual warrior, but the ego needs to go. Man minus ego equals God, right? Satya Sai Baba was saying that, this whole kind of reptilian, Draco, AI, consciousness, right, of this inversion, right? So through compassion, through understanding, through forgiveness, right? That's why we're invoking the violet flame. I am the violet flame in action in me now. I am the violet flame to light alone above. So from darkness into light. So embracing these experiences, embracing the darkness, acceptance, acknowledgement is so important, so we can transition, right? We can heal, we can transform, and all these experiences can be then integrated, and we can transcend. We can go back to our original true divine essence and remembering who we truly are. So I do talk about the darkness, very important. I do talk about, also the new crystal architecture is very important to align yourself. I work with the Ascension glossary. I'm always empowered by the newsletters from Lisa Renee, energetic synthesis, So this kind of what makes me going and rolling. So it's time to actually embody your avatar self, right? From the digital avatar. So that's what they were plugged me into, their digital avatar. And when you're a starseed, there's so much power, right? They shared my AD, right? That's what they do with all these metatronic reversals, right? And and of course they disconnect you from your higher self, all these crucifixion implants, all these Zeta seals, 666 Templar seals, tailbone, right? Implants, so that's all being pretty much dismantled. Those who are in that energies of love, of self-love, of unconditional love, of forgiveness, of compassion, of peace, of helping others, right? Helping others, very important, who are again on their mission, who want to help other soul group, or want to create communities, guys. This is all being monitored or registered and so on, and you're being helped. It's all multiplied, right? The grace, walking those energies of love and faith and trust and grace and gratitude, compassion. We're also implementing the Galactic Codex, very important, because we've been here negatively polarized through AI of those negative aliens who want to enslave humanity, keeping us in prison, all this pollution, degradation, right? The chemtrails, and whether this or indoctrination. And it's also they're doing it to children, they're doing it to infants, right? It's just the program, the way they are programmed. And some of the families, or they that's why also for the cabal, it's time for them to look at the consequences of their action and start correcting, right? Start healing themselves so they can help humanities with their evolution. But I represent the part that we're healing the Anunnaki. I'm healing the hybrid races, or with our frequency vibration, right? We're trying to just kind of reconcile, and we're trying to harmonize these energies. It's not easy, because you have to be avatar here, you have to be the avatar self if you're on that Christos mission, if you're a star seed, right? Because the AI, the rogue AI, it can reach 10 dimension, 11 dimension. That's already your solar logos. And remember, the galactic wars happened when the solar logos of Lyra was blown up, right? So that's actually here. This is the Rishi consciousness. So Ascension material, very important to study. Ascension mechanics, very important. So, and start kind of differentiating, right? And what is organic, what is not organic, what is AI that doesn't recognize the heart structure, AI that does recognize the heart structure, right? And so just kind of, to me, studying the material makes more sense. The work that I'm doing, okay, and things are transpiring now. We can really see who is who, and individuals, they were behind all these criminal activities, and how it was performed, how it was done. Highly advanced technology was implemented, was used, right? Because they've been abusing, misusing highly advanced technology for so long. Somebody, we had to came here and to study all that and recognize all that and report everything, right? And so we can stop the cycle. We cannot repeat that, because the AI is so advanced, right? If you're not doing your inner work, energy work, spiritual work, or some kind of protection work, the AI can easily overtake your consciousness. The AI can scan your DNA. The AI start telling you what to do, right? The AI makes you addicted. The AI will tell you that the AI will do all these things for you. You need to start being spiritually active, and also spiritually busy. It's just time to balance these energies, right, of that highly advanced technology, right? And time to deprogram yourself, rewire the subconscious mind is very important. We're energy beings, we're sound frequency vibration, we're spiritual beings having human experience. And now we know the galactics, what happens when you're just technical and AI is going to do this for you, that for you. The ego kicks in, right? The negative ego kicks in. All this conquer and divide and lust and greed and hatred and envy and jealousy and just you name it, right? And then instead of kind of working with that AI constructively, it's all being used for the destruction, right? Whether our planets or cataclysm Lemuria, cataclysm in Atlantis, invasion of the ancient Egypt, right? Somebody like these star seeds are coming up with free energy. We have the Tesla technology, right? And also whistleblowers who want to talk about these negative aliens and what's been happening in those underground military bases, and now it's transpiring, right? Now we're in an energy war, right? And we need to have our protection, the 12D shielding. The Ascension Guardian Protocol is a must for those, who are the spiritual warriors, the system busters, renegades who came here to make the change. Be the change you want to see in the world, but you have to know the strategy of those negative ones, and you have to know those healing tools that'll help you to protect from those harmful frequencies, or make sure you don't take some harmful chemicals. Like for example, there is this I would not buy it now, I would not do anything, but there's for women, right? When you are PMSing, right? So I always the craving for sugar. Well, now what's signaled to me, I'm not. I told it was sugar, like the cane sugar, right? Here it was coconut sugar. I don't do the white sugar anymore, but now I totally have to eliminate agave or even stevia, or of course honey. I cannot make sure your honey is in a glass. You cannot do it. So anyway, so I was trying to buy this kind of paleo, like pancakes, grain free. It was from cassava starch, almond flour, organic coconut flour. It had organic coconut sugar, potato flakes, sweet potato flour, and so on. And it's some salt and a little bit of that guar gum, which is not good. And so I bought this, and because I know my friend, she loves baking, she loves pancakes. Like, oh, look what I've got for you. Maybe you can leave some pancakes for me. I want to enjoy this, and so on. And then I am sending her this picture, and while I'm sending her, then I am seeing this warning here. Consuming this product can expose you to chemicals including lead, which is known to the state of California to cause cancer, birth defect, or other reproductive harm. For more information, there is this www.p, like Paul, 65warnings.ca.gov/food. So this, so then of course I text message her, and I just like, oh my goodness. So I immediately said no, we're not doing this. Then I'm buying a yoga mat, okay? And either for the beach or for my room, yoga, that's kind of, I do lots of meditation, and I wanted to have one extra yoga mat. So I am unwrapping the yoga mat. It was $8, of course, from one of those cheap stores, and so on. And then I start smelling these horrible chemicals, and like, what is happening? I need to put that mat outside, right, in nature. So I am reading, warning, cancer and reproductive harm. And again, the same warning, www.p, like Paul, 65 warnings. And of course, it's California government. So start reading. I mean, it's now it's much better. I do take that yoga mat to the beach. I had it on the sun, I had it on the rain, I had it outside. I don't smell it that much. So they sprayed it with some kind of horrible chemicals. But of course, I put a towel on the top of the yoga mat. If I go to the beach, I lie down and so on. But it's just like this is amazing how we are being poisoned. And I had to, now it's visible. It's in a very small letters, guys. But making sure each product that you buy, and if you see the sign warning here, this warning. I mean, I never experienced this before, okay? But luckily there was also from like a discount store, only $2. My yoga mat, $8. I mean, for me, it's a kind of lots of money, even though my money's been kind of increasing. I got interesting amount from IRS, like, what is it, the return of your taxes. I got something. I made the video that I just made before this video. I don't know what happened, but my money started kind of increasing. It's interesting things are happening, guys, in the extremely higher planes of existence. It's maybe still invisible, but those who has eyes to see, we see things and we start manifesting things. And especially for my project, which is extremely challenging, it is galactic, right? We're dealing with negative aliens and with their rogue AI. We're dealing with the fallen angelics. We're dealing with the alpha draconis. We're dealing with extremely regressed alien races, right? Very vicious and violent. So slowly and surely, like we're on that Christos mission. We're doing the work. Things are being exposed. I mean, things are being also transformed. Things are being harmonized. Or it's time for me also to manifest my abundance, right? That's part of the Galactic Codex, right? We have a right for ascension, for abundance, to meet our soul family or star family, right? For that, you have to raise your frequency vibration and, have some kind of protocol, have some mission you're working on, right? Understanding, or knowing who you truly are, what is your mission, your gifts and talents, very important, and to know your true cosmic galactic earth history. So this kind of, it's part of my protocol. This is kind of the law of structure. This is what I resonate with. This is where I am building the momentum or the potency for me, just to manifest, my project. But also these are the rules and regulations. Remember, I have lots of Saturnian energy in me, born on Saturday. And, that means a structure, law, justice, right? I work also with the frequencies of the galactic Libra sign zodiac. Okay, so originally I was born in May. So I always enjoy the energies of spring, or even April, May, there was the Aries or Taurus, right, into June energies, right, of Gemini. So I'm very much like enjoying everything that is happening, transpiring, even though a couple of days ago, I don't know how that happened, I had a huge big nail in my tire. And it was this weird sound, and I'm like, where is this coming from? So I look at the tire, and it was a huge big nail. Of course, it was patched with this patch underneath this. So I had my friend, and he recommended me to go somewhere for only $25. So it was very nice, smooth kind of repair, and it's all good. Like today we had like a dead body of a dead cat in the neighbor's front yard, and so somebody was smelling it, right? I hope they already clean up. So all kinds of interesting things, it's like a sign, right? I mean, you can, that was not a good sign, right? That's but you can transmute these energies. So just kind of building the momentum, having kind of the energies of ashram. And I guess I was showing you, buying flowers and just kind of surrounding myself with the energies of, what I want to manifest, whether it's the ashram, yoga, Ayurveda, right? Just being on the sunshine, right? Kind of recalibration, upgrade of DNA, crystalline DNA, and so on. The cosmic mother, guys, the cosmic mother, divine mother is here. And of course, for the military, something that they need to accept, that they need to acknowledge, that they need the divine mother in order for them to embody the divine masculine, right? So I already showed you the energy of the, white swan, right? These beautiful energies and so on, Sophianic energy, frequency, vibration. Also, the mother of the world is very important to kind of embody, a seed embodying, the Holy Mother, Divine Mother, the pristine energies, right? Of unconditional love, purity, perfect sacred geometry, right? Crystal spiral, multidimensionality, and how it used to be, right? In Atlantis and Lemuria. So we are resurrecting the energy, especially for me, Lemuria, the Holy Mother, Divine Mother. Here's this Opala Centaur energies, right? So these are also the energies of Crystal Star family from Andromeda, helping us with the Ascension. And so these are also the energies that I'm perceiving or seeing, especially when I'm in nature on the beach. Okay, crystalline opalescent energy. Sometimes even you see the blue sky. It's so beautiful. These are the energies of the 5D Earth. It used to be Tara and her sister Tiamat, right? So we are resurrecting these energies as well, guys. Very important, because this is our inheritance. This we used to be, or those are the ancient of the ancients. This is what we've been experiencing, the crystalline waters and the waterfalls, and just beautiful nature, and the greens and fruits and vegetables, right, in a total pristine form, not being genetically modified, and so on. We have the guardians of the earth, of the earth guardians of the Mother Ark 13 Aquamarine Gateway. So this is the energy also that I work with. And of course, the energies of the inner earth are also opening up, right, as we are getting lighter and lighter here on the surface. Those of us, who are well, who are ascending, who are extremely highly advanced, right? You know that you are merging with the family from the inner earth, you are merging with the family from the sky, from the stars, right? The interstellar communication is happening as well, because some of the pyramids are also being activated, guys. We used to live in pristine environment, right? The Lemuria and so on, with crystalline technologies and pyramids and so on, okay? The guardians of the earth, we're here with the stiffy geometry, right? Did I already showed you the crystal architecture, the divine lotuses here, the crystal lotus, right? Like I was showing you guys. Okay, so from that phantom matrix, the finite consciousness, we're going into infinite consciousness, very important. And of course in Atlantis, what happened with all this cataclysm, I mean, those still were do you see the mothership? This is how human civilization, I mean, we were the ETs, were living with humanity, all this pyramidal structure, perfect, you know, architecture, I mean, perfect organization or infrastructure, however you want to call. And unfortunately, all these cataclysms been happening, right? And all this flood and all this destruction because of abuse, misuse of highly advanced technology, right? And we're here not to allow this anymore. We are here to heal. We are here to transform. We are to learn about the quantum structure, especially the manifestation structure, right? How to manifest. I do it through yoga, through raising the frequency vibration, yamas, niyamas, virtues, ethics, morals, about the wheel of Dharma. Guys, I was posting lots of stuff on my Ko-Fi, so please check it out, right? This beautiful movie that you know, I enjoyed so much. One of my favorite movies is the Korean movie from 2003. It's called Spring, Summer, Autumn. Okay, Spring, Summer, Autumn, Winter, and Spring. Okay, this is kind of energy that I resonate with, also being like a Buddhist monk or Tibetan monk. And this is just kind of you know, that's what I thought. I'm going to United States, freedom, ashram, Buddhism, you know. For me, Buddha nature, I love Buddha. So we have the divine mother, right, merging with the energies of also the divine masculine. Let me see if I'm going to find it somewhere here. Buddha nature, and I have it somewhere here prepared. Let me see. Oh, the Trinity. Oh, guys, very important to understand. Let me also go with this, the Trinity. We're going back to Trinity. So from bi-wave into Trinity structure, the threefold founder flame, sacred geometry. Very important to understand that. I mean, I look at this picture and I observe those light codes. I observe that sacred geometry. You can also study the Veda sacred geometries, yantras, mantras, coloring mandalas, right? That's how, you know, your DNA gets again recalibrated and re-energized and restructured back to its original order, divine order. That's what we are bringing here, guys. So important, guys, very, very important. And of course the Andromeda, the crystal star family, also the lion races are helping us, right? Very positive, highly advanced. These look almost like Arcturians, right? But this is the Andromeda galaxy that we now have connection, and they're hosting the Ascension. And you know that the cosmic portals are opening. They're open, they're being safeguarded, so we are ascending, guys, right? So again, back from, you know, again from Earth, right? 3D Earth, 5D Earth Tara, 7D Gaia, into the Aurora New Earth, right? So all these beautiful codes are here, guys. Everything is, you know, everything is you know, amplified, everything's transpiring, right? But but we do the shadow work. You can see the Aurora Earth, right here, this beautiful opalescent colors, right? And I have it for, you know, I have it for the military, for MC, right? Just kind of working with these energies to help transmute the structure of the Baphomet network, the Nephilim reversal grid, the whole sex misery, right? The lunar forces, the Nimberian electrostatic transduction, because those guys ended up in electrostatic bodies instead of electrodynamic bodies. bodies, right? We have to correct the spin, the molecular spin, right, in their atomic and subatomic level of their DNA, so their consciousness can be rehabilitated, right? The deprogramming needs to happen. So these beautiful, beautiful codes are here because some of those guys, they awake, they want to go back to God, to source, and they're not being allowed, especially those from Hydra in those black projects. And I'm here to make the change, help with the transition. This is not an easy thing. So I am thankful, grateful, those who are either kind of helping with all this. Oh yeah, the Buddha nature, guys, because the divine union. So those who already are connected with their twins, genetic equals, how awesome it is to be on a mission and how to help others, and how everything is amplified and you're going with the flow, and you're in total bliss, right? Because your soul meets your soul, like your higher self meets your mirror image of who you truly are, right? So the power amplifies, your gifts and talents amplifies, you're constantly rejoicing, right? You live in that state of harmony, of balance, of peace, of unity consciousness. I don't have that, right? You see, I have to do everything on my own by myself because I'm dealing with anti-origami technology, the red trident, the black cube technology, the red wave frequency. I'm dealing with extremely vicious alien rogue races, and some of them, it's kind of in my soul group, and it's also that lineage, the Nephilim lineage, right? The whole black magic, the Nephilim grid, and so on. So it's okay, I know I am being helped from the extremely high places, but physically I am here on my own by myself, building the platform structure, for my soul group, or whoever is interested. May this be inspiration for you, okay? But here for me, I always have a statue of Buddha, whether in my room. I had all these beautiful paintings of Buddha. And that's what I came over here, meet my soul family and study Buddhism and have an ashram and be devoted, dedicated to solar rishis and do chanting and Ayurveda cooking and things like that. So we'll see how everything transpires, unfolds, okay? I'll be actually going over my material of yoga. You can find it on YANA services, right? It's going to be the process of self-transformation from MK Ultra and Black Ops, Black operations, right? So because the technology, we're building the platform and the technology is here, even though, like you see, there's so much damage that is been happening. There is possibility of partial ascension. Those who are choosing, of course, for those extremely rogue ones who are not doing anything for humanity, and that there is no choice for their ascension. They have to choose the rehabilitation. That's why, again, I have this galactic project from the Ashtar Galactic Command, right? It was the ashram, the yoga centers, Zen gardens, meditation, because the power elite, the hybrid Anunnaki, right? Those from DARPA, Hydra, octopus, they need healing, lots of healing, lots of transformation. But we have the 3 levels of sacred marriage, because like I said, in military, right, there was all these sex games and sex misery and all these, I guess, STDs and all these infections and pollution and the black magic and sodomy and hexing, so we need to transmute these energies, right? We need to acknowledge them and accept them, because there's lots of rape, military bases or underground military bases, or you're just like a walking mattress, right? Totally disregard to women, right? And I'm dealing with black magician, I'm dealing with high-ranking military officers. So that's why there's so much problem or obstacles and so on, right? If the male, the patriarchy that is in the military, the misogyny is just huge, right? It takes time and it's a process just to kind of calm down. and just kind of, for those guys just to kind of realize that they need to go back to their divine nature, because they also have the divine feminine within them, even though they're in their kind of cybernetic, super soldier bodies, genetically modified or engineered, especially the hybrid Anunnaki with the DNA overlay and all this kind of stuff, right? So they need to realize they do need the Holy Mother, because some of them they come from that Holy Mother dragon lineages, right? Even though they are terrorists, there are Luciferians, or they are Satanists, right? So they just need to start recognizing that they need to integrate the divine feminine, the left side, right, of the body, the right side of the brain. They need to start healing it, recognize it, acknowledging it, right? And so this beautiful sacred union is also happening, guys, whether it's on you have the 670 level, right? So let me see, there was like the Yahshua and Holy Maria Magdalena, right? You have the universal Kundalini, because this is the energy they are siphoning from star states and making robots or transhumans or transgender out of us. So we are freeing ourselves from all that, freeing the flow, right, of the energies in your sexual organs, so the Kundalini can start rising properly with sacred geometry, crystal spiral, right, with the eternal lotuses, crystal lotuses, right? Then there's also those who are on that crystal lotus heart, or AD 9D. So there's also things happening of hierogamic union on those galactic. This is on a soul level, galactic level, and of course those who are on that Christos mission, level 3, Heros Gamos Christos Hydroplasma Light Frequency. That's the 10D, is actually Christ mind, Buddha mind, and you're the Christos avatar, right? So you have your original twin, twin flame. You have your gender equal, right? This is how, this planet, this hologram, the platform, whether of Mother Earth, Mother Nature, even of this galaxy, of this universal time matrix, this is how it was created, that each of us, we come here individualized, here in this physical form, each of us has a twin flame, or soulmate, or genetic equal, and so on, right? The divine union, that sacred marriage, the divine love, right? This all that's how it was designed, to be in love, with creation, and reconnecting with the counterpart, right? So you see, how you call it, this is my equal, or this is my better half, and all this stuff, right? But what we are doing here, we need to realize our true potential, right? We need to realize, or we need to actually embody the divine feminine, divine masculine, and totally integrate it, right? Even though I'm in a female form, I have extremely powerful masculine energy. So I had to bring them into peace, into harmony, into divine neutrality, right? And that way I am building the platform and template, or, putting it out there for manifestation, for perfect synchronicity, for divine timing, to finally meet my soul family or galactic family, my soul siblings, right, and so on, so we can start working on the project, right, and being of service is a must. But again, the negative ego needs to go. And so, choosing the compassion, choosing love, choosing these energies, of that Holy Mother, Divine Mother, the golden liquid plasma, crystalline diamond light, guys, this is the way to go. And that's all for today. I hope you were inspired. Many blessings, and namaste. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.